Hello, sports fans. It's me, Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke, and today, I want to talk about Don Cherry being let go by Sportsnet, which I think was really stupid. Um, it it follows along with today's culture of somebody saying something and then these corporations, they fire them because of public outcry. And I think it's ridiculous because whoever is offended by what Don Cherry said, they could just not watch Coach's Corner on Sportsnet. But no, he says this, and now Sportsnet cuts him loose. Budweiser says, "Oh, what he says doesn't reflect what we believe." There's no need for that. There is absolutely no need for that. If you don't like Don Cherry, if you don't like what he says, and he's been abrasive for years, he's said things that have rubbed all kinds of people the wrong way. If you don't like what he says, don't watch Coach's Corner. It's as simple as that. Sportsnet should not have fired him for what he said. Now, if you don't know what he said, go check it out, but I don't even think it was really that offensive. I don't think it was racist. I don't think it was really offensive. And I think he really has a good point with what he was talking about. He's talking about respect for the veterans, and up in Canada, they buy poppies and wear poppies on Remembrance Day, which is what they call it. And there and he was just talking about how the fact that a lot of people don't do that anymore. Now, he said "you people," and that was taken to mean immigrants to Canada. But there are many Canadians who, I'm sure, also don't wear poppies anymore. So, and don't buy them. And if you buy a poppy up in Canada, it goes to a good cause. It goes to, veterans organizations. So, and being a veteran myself, I think that's a good thing. And so, and he's been, here he is, Don Cherry. Got my Don Cherry McFarlane figure. But anyway, he's been an advocate for. He's been an advocate for animals. He's been an advocate for veterans. So, Sportsnet really, it was really a classless act to fire him. And it was a classless act on the part of Budweiser to say that that his comments don't reflect their values and what they believe. There's no need for any of that. They should have left him in place. If he wanted to keep his, if he wanted to stay, they should have let him stay. And it's just ridiculous. But Sportsnet, it's not Sportsnet themselves. It's every other company and corporation that does a similar thing. Whenever somebody says something and they're employed by that company, they cut them loose. They fire them for what they said. They want to try to, we don't believe that. That's not how we are. Who cares? Listen, and it's in the entertainment industry a lot too that you see it. So if people are offended, guess what? They don't have to watch that show. They don't have to watch that movie. They don't have to watch that actor. They can, my wife doesn't like Tom Cruise because of many of the beliefs he has. So she can just choose not to watch Tom Cruise movies. There's nothing that says let's go out and fire Tom Cruise and never put him in another movie. That's not the solution to the problem. The solution is whoever doesn't like him, just don't go to his movies. And, and that's how it is. If I'm offended by something, I'm not going to I'm not going to cry about it and complain about it and try to air my, the dirty laundry about it. I'm just going to say, hey, you know, I don't like that guy, so I'm not going to watch him anymore. I don't like that show, so I'm not going to watch it anymore. I don't like that YouTube channel, so I'm not going to watch it anymore. But my being offended does not give me the right to have that canceled or to be part of a groundswell to get somebody fired or get a show canceled. It's ridiculous. Don Cherry should still be employed by Sportsnet if he wanted to be. And that's as simple as it is. And anybody who was offended by what he said, just don't watch Coach's Corner. Just don't watch Don Cherry whenever he's on TV. I have a real problem with this type of thing. Because that's all that has to happen. A group of people over here being offended by something does not give a company it doesn't mean that the company should let that group of people control their decisions. Now, they've employed him. Don Cherry's been there for years. So obviously they didn't have a problem with how he was a little rough around the edges and rubbed people the wrong way many times. They didn't have a problem with it until there was this big outcry about what he said on Saturday evening. And so now all of a sudden they have to fire him. And it's possible that he made too much money and that they were looking to fire him, but they just thought maybe he was a little too popular and it wouldn't be a popular decision, and that they were waiting for something to be able to fire him. But anyway, we've got to get out of this culture. If you're offended by something, too bad. Suck it up. Don't watch the show. Don't watch the person. That's what happens if you're offended. So anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with me. Thumbs down if you don't agree with me. That's fine. We're all entitled to our opinions. And this happens to be mine. So, for right now, it's Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke, signing off.